this is Dirty Old Town, and in this video we're looking at the version by the Pogues and how to play on acoustic guitar. I'm going to also show you how to play some lead parts to this and the melody, but this is mainly going to be a tutorial for how to play all the rhythm sections in the 3 different keys used in this song. It's a fantastic track. I hope you have a lot of fun learning it and playing it. Let's make a start. The version of Dirty Old Town by the Pogues starts off in the key of D major for that harmonica intro, moves to a G major, returning to the D major. It finally plays E minor to a B minor chord. If you don't like the B minor bar chord, you can play this B minor 7, which is like an A major, but move your first finger up and third finger down. It's also like a B7, but it's without the major third, which would be this note. It's just in the tab. We don't play string 6. It would be 2, 0, 2, 0, 2. And that's a great version of a B minor chord if you don't like the bar chord version. The strumming is the root note of whatever chord we're playing to the 5th, or string 5 in this case. This will be plucked in this fashion. Pick, down, up, change root note, down, up. You guys know this, at least by the sound of it. To play this in the easiest and best fashion, you really want to just be twisting the wrist to play this with as small a motion as possible, not really moving the arm at all. Plucking string 4, down, up, just as a twist of the wrist, not a twist up and down, just a twist like this. And we make it sound that in the authentic kind of Irish and folk music and even country music fashion. We then move to a G major chord. However you want to play a G is fine. Don't be picky with this. Root note, string 6, then to string 4, which is the higher 5th. Double up for what the bass line's doing, and then returning to the D. On the E minor, 6 to 5. B minor, just hit that B minor root note, that single string 5. And then we move on to the next section. So a recap of that intro: 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. To move into the next section, there's actually a little melody on the guitar doubling up the melody part. This can be great if you want to sing along to be able to pitch the notes that you're singing, because we're going to change key now to the key of G major. This melody on guitar and on a vocal starts on a D note on the open D string. I met, that's the 2nd fret on the D note, or to an E, to a G, and then to a B. I met my love. But by the time we get to this note, we want to be strumming, really. So we just play like that. So 0, 2, 0, then a G chord. Gasworks War. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it's a C chord, so that's after 4 bars of G, we go to a C chord. A great thing to do here, we can do this kind of walking bass line. By the old canal springs a girl. So simple so far, in this section anyway. Dirty old town. The D major just goes back to string 4 to 5 as we did before. and then E minor, and every verse just does that. G major, C major, back to G, D major, and then E minor. Super simple way of playing that verse, just single strums to maybe sing over it or figuring out how this goes to get it under your fingers. I met my love by the gasworks wall, dreamed a dream, that's C major, by the old canal. I kissed a girl by the factory wall, dirty old town, dirty old town. Every singing part happens with those chords in that key. The final key change is after 2 verses. In the Pogues version, it goes to a fiddle solo, if I remember correctly, and that's in the key of C major. So there's no chord other than just letting a G hang into the C chord, but then we're in the key of C. So different melody notes which are in the key of C, but it's still pretty simple. Anyway, you can play an F chord. F bar chord or just an F major 7 would be great. This way you don't have to bar at all. It's like the C chord, move your middle finger and third finger down. Any way to play an F major chord, F major 7's fine. Returning to C when you would expect it to, because that's what we've done so far. Returning from the 4 chord back to the 1 chord. Da 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 da, and G major, ending on A minor. And then we're back to G major. And then it stays on G for the rest of the song. That one really messed with me when I first learnt this in my old wedding band. So that's something to be aware of. But let's have a recap now from the verse. The verse is going to be the main bit. It repeats the most often. That's the bit we need to practice the most. Then let's have a look at how to go into that instrumental section and then back to it. Let's have a play through all that now. If you're struggling with hitting string 6 and then string 4, or any of the single note alternating bass lines, just focus on hitting the root note on beat 1, which will be string 6, and then you do a strum, and just hit that repeatedly. Either with just down, down, pluck, down, or pluck, down, up, pluck, down, up. But a small twist of the wrist, and that being the entire strumming motion, could be a revelation for a few of you. And on the C chord, it's on string 5. On the D, it's on string 4. That's the hardest one, but look at how little I need to, and it's just rocking there. I could, to go all Captain America on you, I could do this all day, because it's relaxed and I'm twisting. Can you see that I'm just twisting? I'm not going up and down. This takes a lot of effort. This doesn't. It's sort of twisting from the elbow, but we're twisting the wrist. And then E minor, string 6, and string 5. We can do this, guys. Let's have a go from the G chord and play through the verses. In 1, 2, 3. I met my love by the gasworks wall, dreamed a dream by the old canal. I kissed my girl by the factory wall, dirty old town, dirty old town. Clouds are drifting across the moon, cats are prowling on the beats. Spring's a girl from the streets at night, dirty old town, dirty old town. Here we go for the key change, and then to C. Any way of playing an F chord. back to G. From the docks, saw a train set the night on fire. I smelled the spring on the smoky wind. Dirty old town, dirty old town. To finish the song, because that would just repeat and repeat the same. Dirty old town, dirty old town. And that would get you through the entire song. Now I just want to show you again sort of what I showed you right at the start of this video, but pay attention to the chords and play along to them, because we're just doing the key of D first of all, then the key of G for the verses, and then straight into the key of C. So it sort of practices all the key change bits, all the joins, which are the harder bits to get, back to back. I thought that might be helpful. It also allows us to just take a second to look at the melody. So the melody, to begin with, to do an intro for this if you don't play harmonica or don't have a harmonica player with you, or a fiddle player, it just does a D sus2 to a D major. So just arpeggios of a D chord there. This is all D major pentatonic scale. And then we change to G, and this is played on guitar on the original recording. At least that intro little section is. I really like doing these when we do Irish songs. They do all these with the fiddle parts. Pick, flick, slide is how I'm actually doing that. Pick, first finger's already down, flick off to it, and then slide to first. That's how I'm doing that. And all this is G major scale, or G major pentatonic. But then we have another melody that we would want to play on a lead instrument if you have one, you know, if there's two of you jamming, or if you're using a loop pedal like I did. This is now key of C and C major pentatonic. And then it returns to G. So that's just an example of how you can play the melody of this, but I actually want you to work it out as much as you can by ear, just following the lyrics, because the melody changes every time the lyrics change, because there's a different number of notes to match the syllables in the song. Have fun doing that. If nothing else, have a jam along to this from a chords point of view. And just a reminder that chord sheet is linked in the description down below if you need it. that's Dirty Old Town. I'll leave a couple of video links on screen now that I think you might enjoy, along to a link to my 14-day beginner breakout course. There's a late stage beginner course. It's available only at andyguitar.co.uk. It's my brand new product, and I really hope a lot of you check out. If you struggled with anything in this video, this would be the course that I would recommend for you to check out. I hope to see you over there, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.